Hi there, it's Leah here with Leah Borski Wellness, and I wanted to jump on today and give you my Wellness Wednesday tip. I actually had something different planned, and then I was inside of a women's entrepreneur group here on Facebook, and I saw a comment and some of the responses that went along with that comment, and I felt like I needed to talk about that today instead. So um, there's a couple of really common BS myths that are going around. A lot of women are buying into these, and it's time for it to stop. And so if you're joining me live, go ahead and say hi. Let me know where you're joining from. And what else? Yeah, so I'm Leah Borski. If you don't know me, I'm the best-selling author of the book Eat to Beat Stress, and I'm a wellness and success habits consultant for ambitious women. So I plug into Facebook communities for entrepreneurial women quite often to network and collaborate and share advice and tips and connect with other women who are ambitious as well. Hi, Debbie. And so I was in a group and I saw a woman who posted what she said specifically: I'm on the verge of burnout and I'm pretty sure I'm already there. And she left it at that. So not a lot of details, which firstly I would ask some questions, being given that that is part of my expertise. But the thing that jumped out at me with the responses was, number one, one of the women commented, I haven't experienced this yet myself, but there's so many great tips in here that I'm sure when the time comes and that happens for me that I'll be able to come here and get some great advice. Because I'm sure everyone gets burnout sometimes. That one really kind of hit me in the heart because I went through a period of burnout myself almost 3 years ago, and I suffered for months without even really knowing what I was suffering from exactly. A lot of different things came into play, but since then, that has been part of my work and part of my mission to help ambitious women understand that it's absolutely not a guaranteed. It's super common. It's not talked about enough. A lot of women are suffering through this and not even knowing that that's what's going on. But it's not a guarantee that if you are a purpose-driven woman, that at some point you're just going to burn out and we're just going to deal with it, and that's how life goes. That is incorrect. And I love when women reach out and let someone know that they're not alone. And I'm sure that that was the place that this woman was coming from, that I'm sure everybody kind of goes through it, so you're not on your own, and there's lots of great advice here. I just wanted to address, it's not the be-all, end-all. Like, there are ways to avoid it, and those are some things that I share about in several different places, and I'll tell you more about those later. The second comment I saw, actually, I saw several people say basically the same thing about, just take a spa day and you'll feel better. Just go get a massage and have some, go out for a girls' day out for lunch or whatever, get a pedicure. You'll be back to normal in no time. That is so not true. That is so, it minimizes what that woman is going through. It minimizes the experience of burnout. It is not something that can just be turned around in one day with a massage and a pedicure. I absolutely love both of those for part of my self-care practice and what I teach other women to incorporate into their lives as far as doing things that feel good and support you to relax and refresh and all those different things. But you cannot go through the day to day and grind, hustle for days and weeks and months and years. And then when your body and your brain finally say, enough, I'm not doing this anymore, going out for a spa day is not going to cut it. Okay, so part of the reason that got me so fired up is because it's unrealistic, and part of the reason that got me so fired up is because it perpetuates this feeling of guilt and shame and feeling not enough. That how come all these other people can go out and just get a massage and they feel better, and I'm sitting here like overwhelmed and freaking out and not able to get it together. When you are truly suffering burnout, that is not going to work, and it's going to isolate you even more. The thing about burnout is we all kind of tend to look at everybody else from this perspective that they've got it figured out and I don't. They've got this and I don't, right? And so when we are in a place where we're not functioning at our best and we're struggling and we're looking around and it looks like everybody else has all the same challenges as me, everybody else has all the same things on their plate as me, how come I can't just go get a pedicure and feel better and everybody else is doing that? They can't. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. I can't think of another word. It's just insane to think that that it's a Band-Aid. And Band-Aids, you know, will make us feel better for a little while, but they don't fix the problem. And so last night I shared a post and I shared a mantra, and I wanted you to repeat after me. I am a goddess who deserves my own effort and attention and love. And that is something that needs to come into play every day. Every moment of the day, we need to remind ourselves throughout each day that we are worthy of having breaks, of taking downtime, of letting certain things go, of being a priority in our own lives. I think that that's where burnout starts, is we don't realize that. We think if we take a break, we're selfish, we're lazy, we're not dedicated enough, we're not driven enough, all these different things that go on, right? And the thing is, you have to take breaks to maintain. You have to take breaks and give yourself that time so that you can function at your highest level. Nobody functions at their highest level by hustling all the time. Nobody. Eventually, that shit is going to come back and bite you. And so that is my wellness tip today, is just remind yourself. I will remind you, I'm here to remind you constantly that you are worthy. You do need to relax and replenish and take that time. And it doesn't even have to be a lot of time. I'm not talking about go take a spa day every week instead of once a month or once a year. I'm talking about every single day. Take 5 minutes. If that's where you need to start there. Start with 5 minutes of being unplugged, of being turned down, of being, completely tuned into yourself and listening to what does your body need? What does your mind need? What do you need to feel good right now? And do this every day. I have a little reminder. I'm backwards on my thingy. This right here that I hang on my wall with really simple 5-minute relaxation things, which I actually put this together. It was kind of a process during my burnout period where I was like, I got to start doing something for myself. I got to start figuring out how to do this during the day. I need to figure out how to help myself feel good because it wasn't happening. And so over a period of a few months, I did some research. I gathered some resources. I put this together for myself. I share it inside of my group. I have a free Facebook community for ambitious women. It's called Nurtured for Success. If you are not a member in there, I'd love for you to join us. I'll go ahead and put a link below. And I am still open for a couple more of my 30-minute tea time appointments for this week, where you and I will get on a video chat and talk about what kind of challenges you're having, what kind of struggles are you having as far as making yourself a priority, avoiding burnout, feeling good in the day-to-day, taking care of yourself, managing wellness practices, keeping consistent with those, all that different stuff, because I have a couple of different programs where I walk women through the process of creating and implementing these practices in your daily life. And so if that sounds like something, you're ready for support, you're ready for guidance, you're ready to stop doing it all by yourself, you're ready to stop hustling towards burnout, I'd love to talk with you, see if we're a good fit to work together, and see which of my programs is the right fit for you. So I will post a link for that also. I can't wait to talk to you. I will see you again soon, and thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.